I personally believe that if I give you a fish, it's not as beneficial as teaching you how to fish. Today's introduction is going to be on several videos that are related to C2C in doing GraphGAN work. You know the pictures when doing corner to corner? That's what we're going to be discussing today. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to quickly talk about it, and then we're going to do a walkthrough of the pattern itself on screen, and then I'm going to leave you to be able to fish. So we have a video on how to do corner to corner in the GraphGAN format, reading the graphs, making the graphs, and also doing color changing and being able to do all of that. So that video has been around a long time, and I used my friend Sarah from Repeat Crafting Me as an example to be able to do it with a teddy bear. That video is actually widely used, and there's a lot of kudos on it, and I think it's almost the standard when it comes to this. So what we have is, over the years, is Yarn Inspirations has presented several patterns, like tons of patterns, in C2C format. And the problem with the C2C format is that, I could show you row by row and changing the colors on a particular pattern, but I find that people will say to me, I wish you would have done a reindeer instead of a bear, or I wish you would have done a lighthouse instead of something else. And so for me as a tutorial host, it gets very difficult to be able to comply with those kind of requests, because the fact is that once you understand how to do these graphs or even make these graphs, it's basically up to your own story of what you want to complete. So I'm going to refer to that video in the video description if you would like to access that, because that is where you can learn to fish instead of just eating fish. And therefore, even on Yarn Inspirations, the Crochet Crowd, Repeat Crafting Me, for example, you can find these graphs and basically run to town if this is a concept that is of interest to you. We are seeing more and more pop art when it comes to the corner to corner that you'll see here on our selection. So in the more information of the video, not only is the video on learning how to do this concept also there, but you're going to see a whole whack of other patterns that are available where the graphs are already done for you. So that's really quite exciting. So without further ado, I'm going to talk specifically about the pattern that was showcased in the thumbnail, and we're going to walk through each one of those. And currently on my list I have 22 of those, and so each one of those will be a different video, and this is the same introduction for each. Here we have the Red Heart Digital Snowflake C2C crochet blanket. There is something special about this one that I absolutely love. Now, I would have thought that they were making squares and then kind of joining it together, but no, this is all C2C. This will require you to have a lot of patience in order to complete this particular concept. So it is classified as an intermediate level. I would almost consider it expert level to my point of view. When it's done, it looks absolutely, truly spectacular. So it is kind of a piece of art to my point of view. Take a look at the pattern itself. You have lots of different colors to be able to work with. It's suggesting Red Heart Super Saver yarn and all of those colors. So if you want to change up anything, you can do so and just kind of substitute it. Maybe a great stash buster. You can see it's just one ball of one color, one ball of another. So that's something that you probably can be able to figure out from your stash. As we go down, you'll notice that there was a tag that was on it. It was right here. It has the year. You can just embroider the year into there. It had 2020. We know how good that year was. So let's scroll on down. You have the crochet diagram and going back and forth there, and you'll just change the colors. And here is the chart that is going to drive you up the wall. So when you print it out, you're going to start on this corner and you work your way diagonally as you go. And once you understand this concept that everything is kind of in boxes of a 3x3, it might become a lot easier, but you're going to have probably a lot of fiddly yarn pieces to deal with in order to do that. This one will require you some patience. This may actually be one of those ones that wins first prize in a county fair. Definitely somebody that you would really strongly care about and all of that. So it's a really neat concept. And this is the Digital Snowflake C2C crochet blanket. Requires a lot of patience, but I think if you have the time, the pattern is definitely free, and this may be up your alley for a challenge.